Welcome to the showcase. Right, today we're going to do something very different because there's a lot of controversy in the entertainment business about how acts get paid or how acts don't get paid. Now, currently, most people prefer cash is king, but I think moving on, I've got my good friend John Green here who's experienced a lot of this and he's quite well up on it. So we're going to talk about it. Just before we do, I'm going to say, look, times are changing. Nobody likes really to carry a lot of cash on them. And I believe even the pubs and clubs now, people are even paying by credit card in the pubs and clubs. I did a research, 63% now will go out for a pub or a meal, pay by some kind of credit card or bank payment or something like that. So I think there needs to be a paper trail by the venues because obviously tax reasons and all the rest of it. Let's introduce John again. Hello, John.
Hi, Sean. You okay?
Yeah. Now,
Good.
John, you've done a bit of research and you've also had hands-on experience. There was something on Facebook the other day which people was confused about and they don't know how to get paid. Now people are saying, bugger that, I'm not going to go on Just Pay or GigRam or 47 and wait 10 days or 20 days for my money. Well, to be honest with you, it's not that hard. So John, tell us about your experience and how easy it was for you.
Yeah, definitely. Initially, it was confusing. One of the venues that I do, I won't mention any names of venues, but they suddenly told me that they're with a company called Event UK. I didn't know what that meant. I had no idea. So I tried to log on to Event UK, not realizing that that is for the venue to log on. That is for the owners of the venue to log on to. We, as the artists, through Event UK, we have to download an app, which is called Just Pay. Once you're on Just Pay, you fill in all your details and it links into the landlord who's on Event UK app. When, for instance, I do a 3-hour gig, I'll go on the app there and then, and I'll fill in all my details. I'll put the hours I've done from until, blah, blah, and then I'll press send. I'll put the price, obviously, how much it costs. I'll press send. Then the venue manager authorizes it. Once they authorize it, I'll get another little message on my phone. And this is where Event UK and Just Pay are a bit different to the other two, is that you can get paid straight away if you want to, but it's a 2.5% they take off you. I believe the reason is because they're paying you out of their own money before they get paid by the venue. So they're going to lose a little bit of money. So obviously you've got to put something back. But the venue is very good to me and just said, well, we know you're going to get charged 2.5%. So stick a few quid on top. And I did. So I lost 30 pence. And when it came through to me, it says, do you want paying straight away and we will take 2.5%? Or do you want to wait the normal 13 days? So I just put, yes, pay it now. And I lost 30p, which was good. And that was Event UK linked to Just Pay. So that's one of them. So then
Right.
there's other ones now.
So would you say that it's easy for the artist to do that, John? I mean, from what the experience that you've gone through, is it easy to do you have to download an app?
Yeah. You download the Just Pay app. Initially, most landlords, because it's new to them as well, they're telling people to register with Event UK. That's not the case. The pubs themselves register with Event UK because part of the registration is how many staff do you employ? You know, this sort of thing. It's for them because that's where the Event UK get their money from the landlords to pay through the app, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So what the landlord should be saying to the artist is you need to register with Just Pay, and it's like a pink logo. You can go onto Google Play and just download it from there and fill in all your details. You can put your name, your act, you can put videos of yourself, and then you're open to anybody that wants to book you as well. They can book you from there. And you can also look down the list of gigs that people have been offering on Event UK and Just Pay. There's loads of gigs, but the prices are, some of them are really good. You know, I mean, £300 for a 1.5 hour gig and things like that. You think, I love a bit of that. As long as you're clicking the right boxes that you're a solo artist or you're a band or you're a DJ or a karaoke or you do a bingo, click the right ones. So all the jobs that come on will match what you've ticked. So you'll get offered jobs as well. So there's a plus there as well. And the local, you can tell how many miles you want to drive and that sort of thing. So it's not too bad.
So, John, once you've downloaded it and input all the details that's needed, you don't have to do that again, do you?
No, that's it. You can even take the app off your phone and put it back on again and just log in and everything's still there, which I did. I did. I thought the app was, sorry for interrupting, Sean. I thought the app was switching my phone off and making my phone reset itself. And it turns out it was conflicting with TikTok. So I took TikTok off and reloaded TikTok. Now my phone's absolutely fine. So that could be a little tip if it's happening to your phone as well.
I think the thing is for artists you've got to change with the times. And yes, don't we all love cash? For one reason or another, because nowadays, to get any type of money in your pocket, it's great. You don't have to go to the bank or whatever. But trust me, times are changing, John, aren't they? And
absolutely.
These venues they're held accountable for who they're paying. So if they pay you cash, there's no accountability where it's gone, because you can sign your name as Mickey Mouse, living in John O'Groats, and that's it. And then the venue have to pay the tax on it. So look, if you're a professional act, you need to be accountable for what you earn and what you spend. When you're claiming your tax back at the end of the year, they're going to know whether you've not put any cash venues down or whatever. So look, I always say do things properly in the right way, and there's nothing going to come back and bite you. So let's move on to the next one, John, which is?
The first one I ever got offered was Gig Realm. No, I'd never used it yet. I've got 2 bookings through it. I've looked into Gig Realm. I'll just I'll tell you what they do now. They'll do exactly the same as Just Pay and Event UK's. It's no different, except your Gig Realm it's actually on your website. You go onto the website, the venues and the bookings that you've been offered, you click to accept it. Once you've accepted it, it's a contract. You click there's a price there. They'll give you the price if you accept the price. So I've clicked 2 of them at the same venue. And once I've done the actual gig, I'll confirm it with the manager. And then 5 to 7 days later, bank holidays and weekends not included, by the way, 5 to 7 days later, you get your pay, no commission, just straight through. So there's with that one, there's no click to get paid straight away. So as far as I know, it's just, I'm wobbling me. Sorry, the camera's wobbling.
Don't worry, John, what I don't understand is that if you work for an agent and it's a no pickup, you can wait 6 to 8 weeks for your money. So what's the difference in using Just Pay and waiting 7 to 14 days for your money? There's no difference, is there? Whereas an agent charges commission, these guys or these geezers who are operating these apps are all genuine, and basically they're just accountable for the venue's tax or whatever, aren't they?
Yeah, well, there's a difference in how you word it as well, because if you class it as pay, then you have to do PAYE, because and if you class it as a fee, then you do your own tax. There's a difference in the wording. So pay, because I used to be a manager of Blacklight Discos, and we used to have DJs who came on thinking they worked for us. They didn't. They were self-employed, so we give them a fee. You see what I mean? Not a pay. If we said, well, we've paid you, then they say, well, where's my P45? Right, there's a difference in how you've got to word it properly. So fee is what we're talking about here. All these are all fees. So everybody's self-employed. Yeah, Gig Realm, I've not used it yet. I've got my bookings through it, and I'll just see how that one goes regards to getting paid once I've done the booking. I'll see how that one goes.
Is it easy, John? Because you've actually been on and done it.
Yeah, well, the landlady of the venue that is being refurbished at the moment, it's the Crow's Nest, it's been refurbished. And she gave me these 2 bookings, the opening night and then a couple bit later on, then she wants me a resident. Just going to one side a little bit, I've heard people talking about having to go change to these platforms, and they don't like the idea of waiting and all this lot. And some people shouted across the room, does it affect your pips? Whatever that means. Pips, like dole. I don't know. See what I mean?
PIP, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea because I have never done that. But does it affect your pips? And I thought, what was those pips? So some people now they have to declare what they're doing, and it could affect their income. It could affect what's coming in. That sort of thing. So now they said some people are saying, "Oh, I can't do it. I ain't doing it." So they have to declare it. They have to declare it.
But I can't understand why you turn a gig down, John, just for 14 days wait for your money. I mean, it just don't make sense, does it?
Well, I see it as like working like a week in hand or a couple of weeks in hand. Because once the ball starts rolling, you got like a regular income coming in. You know, if you do a residency, it's a regular thing the same day, every other week or whatever.
Well, I see it as a no pickup. Same.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. It is like a no pickup. But as regards to the Just Pay app, I mean, I like it because I click it. I'm sat in the car park. I fill it all in. I send it. I text them and say I've sent you it. They click it. So I'm knocking my table. Your camera's going all over. I click it, and it gets authorised, and a little ping comes on my phone, and it says, "Do you want paying now at 2.5%, or do you want to wait the duration?" I just say, "Well, pay now," because they've allowed me to stick the extra money on top. So have a word with the venue, see if we can stick a bit of extra on top, a few quid on top,
Yeah.
and you're not going to get paid. You won't notice the difference.
Yeah. And there's another one, is there, John? Is it C247?
C247, yeah. The website, I don't want to lose you on here. I was going to see if I can find the website again. Just 1 second. Yeah, Opus Admin.
All one word.
Yeah, it's opusadmin.co.uk. And that is where you actually fill in the C247, all right? So the landlord of the venue has the app on their phone. You'll go onto the website. You'll get an email, by the way, so you can link onto Opus Admin. And when you go onto Opus Admin, you just scroll down and there's all the boxes to fill in. The venue, what dates you did it, what times you did it from until, that sort of thing, how much, and then just click it. So on that one, I've used it a couple of times now, and I've put my invoice in on the Sunday, and while I'm working at another venue later on in the night time on a Thursday, my phone pings and the money goes into my bank on the Thursday.
You know, John, there's advantages and disadvantages with everything. Let's say, for example, you go to a pub and you're a solo and you're on 150 quid, right?
Yeah.
And there's two people in all night that they don't take 150 quid. How can they pay you?
Well, that's one of the problems they need
In
to
cash.
solve. Yeah, they need to solve.
Well, no, I know what you mean, but what I'm saying is, you know, what's the difference if you for waiting for your money for 14 or 16 days because they're not having to use the cash from the till, are they? You know, that they haven't got.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's the big conglomerates that are mainly joining them. You know, the ones
Yeah.
who've got 5 and 6, 7, 8 pubs or whatever. They're the ones that are joining it because everything's all centralised for them.
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like at a certain time when they've arranged it, whatever it is, a big clump of money goes into their pot and they pay it out. But as regards to Just Pay, if they're paying you before they get their money, obviously they're going to charge you 2.5% because they're paying you out of their own money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't hide things cash nowadays. Yeah, cash is king. Let's say I go to a venue and they pay me £300 in my pocket. Cash, I walk away, I don't put it in my books. Somebody goes and audits this pub that I've been to and they see my name and address on there. You've paid him 300 quid, we need to investigate that. So they look you up and say, can we read your book, can we see your books? And it's not on there, they're going to give you an audit, aren't they, a tax audit, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
So I think if you're doing these things, you know, like it or lump it, you know, controversial as it is, yes, cash is king, but it's dying out. You know, do you carry wads of cash with you, John, nowadays?
No, not at all. Not at all.
You don't need to do, yeah. Does the venue mind when you, let's say you go to B&Q and you buy a lounger for your back way and you pay 150 quid, you pay by credit card, they don't get it straight away.
No, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, there is a slight delay. Like I say, with regards to artists, I mean, some of it, we need the money fairly quickly because we've got bills to pay, obviously, you know. There's deadlines, you know, your car tax is due, then, you know, there's all these little things. And then the school holidays are coming up as well. So some of these parents who are artists and stuff, they're going to need whatever money as quick as they can because they need to do outings for the kids and entertain the kids. You know, there is that side of it. So the Event UK would be the best option, I would think. If you're going to go to a venue, I would go to the Event UK one where you can get paid literally straight away as soon as they've cleared it there at the other end. And the other ones, you've got to wait between 5 and 7 and up to 13 days on the other two.
Okay. So Event UK, you can get paid straight away. You got to pay 2.5%, which I suppose on 180 or 100 quid, it's not a lot of money.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But Gig Realm, Just Pay, and C247, they pay within 7 to 16 days, is it, John?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind on the C247, the Opus admin.
Yeah.
That's the website. I do it on the Sunday. I get paid on the Thursday, about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and I suppose it's in your bank. It's easy to check up. It's easy. It's traceable. You sent them the details. You know, the only thing that I can foresee artists is worrying about is, have they got all my details? And then they're thinking, they're looking at the bank statement every day. Have I been paid it? Have I been paid it? Has it gone through? Has the app gone through? Do you get a message to say that they've received it?
Yeah. Yeah, you get a text. So you get. I mean, I've got a text. They tried paying me twice. I had to get in touch and say, "Excuse me, you need to take one back." So they hadn't actually paid me, but they deducted one of them. They did it 2 times. So I think they've got the teething
Oh.
problems at the other end as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's brand new. I found out these particular event things and these platforms. It's not just for artists and stuff. It's for painters and plumbers and it's for every single walk of life. But the department we're under is obviously entertainment. So, but they're an ongoing thing.
Yeah, so what it is, it's one company. They're paying all the bills for the venue under different categories.
Yeah, well, all the venues are paying their own bills, obviously, through them, and then they pay out to us. I don't know how it works at the other end. There must be somewhere where they're making some sort of profit, but the profit isn't from the artist. It's not taken anything. Nothing's taken from the artist. You want £150, you will get £150 if you wait the duration.
Well, that's fair enough, because when you work for an agent, you sometimes have waited 2 months for a no pickup.
Yeah,
and then had to pay 20% on top of that. So you know it's money in the bank, really.
Absolutely.
That's what you've got to think about. Now, John, we've spoke about this quite clearly, but if anybody's not clear and they want to know more, send us a message on the YouTube site, please, because myself or John will reply to you. John's in the UK, I'm not. John knows, he's got all the systems set up, he knows what he's doing. So just message on this video on the YouTube and John will get back to you. I think it's quite clear what we've tried to explain is just to clarify everything. I don't know why you should turn a gig down just because you have to wait for your money. That's my concern, and I don't want you losing gigs because you feel it's not secure. I think these venues like Event UK, Gig Realm, Just Pay and C247 are all highly registered company that can't go bankrupt. Is that correct, John?
Well, I don't know about that, but I would say you're in safe hands. Put it that way.
Safe hands. Well, that's perfect words. Yeah. Now, this showcase, we usually talk about acts and things like that, but today we spoke about something different. We've done this to help you. Now, we do interviews, we talk about things. We also try and help artists. We make these videos for your enjoyment. All we ask you to do is watch, share and like. Helps the channel grow. If there's any topic that you're unsure of, I'm sure between myself and my partner in crime here, John Green, we can sort things out for you. We're not magicians, but we'll certainly do our best. Like this Just Pay and all the rest of it, we saw an article on Facebook. There's a lot of controversy about it, so we've spoke about it tonight. All we say is we're not magicians. We hope it works for you. What we've explained today should clear things up for you to make things a bit easier. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so anyway. If not, like I say, leave some comments and we'll fill in the gaps.
Okay, so from myself and John Green, we've been talking about how you get paid at venues, what's the best methods and everything. Everybody likes cash, but that's failing now. I think very soon we'll be in a cashless society. So think about that. Thanks to John Green. Thanks to myself at the showcase. Thanks for watching. Hope you found it interesting. Goodbye.